Welcome back. So as we all know by now, May the 4th has passed and all of the brand new content inside of Fortnite for Star Wars has dropped in the game. And with that, we obviously got some really cool updates for Brick Life, and we got teased on a new mode called Rapid Survival coming to LEGO Fortnite Odyssey in a few weeks. But one thing that a lot of us wanted that we unfortunately have not gotten yet is new content inside of Odyssey. So I figured the next best thing is to return here to Star Wars Island, because if I open my map, you can see that I have not even explored it yet. So in today's video, we're going to be taking you through the entirety of the LEGO Fortnite Star Wars storyline. We're going to be completing all of the quests, all of the builds. We're going to be introducing some of the new builds from the LEGO Pass into our village here and so much more. So if that's exciting to you or you love LEGO Fortnite Star Wars in general, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel for all things LEGO Fortnite Odyssey. But I hope you guys enjoy. And here we go, guys. We're back at Star Wars Village for the first time in a long time. And like I said in the intro, this map is not uncovered yet. So there's so much of the island to explore. If I come over here to the village square, you might already notice that it's level 6. The reason being is I guess at one point I did need a lightsaber or something like that, so I came over here to do that. But there's a lot to do because this village looks pretty chopped, and also if it's level 6, that means there's still 4 levels to acquire here. Anyway, let's look at what we have to do, and it looks like the first thing is going to be acquiring DL44s. Now obviously I could just come over here, put down a rebel workbench, and then build some DL44s, but that's not fun. Like I said, we're here for nostalgia, to re-experience LEGO Fortnite Star Wars, and for that reason we're just going to go on a little bit of an adventure here. Now like I said, it's personally been so long since I've been here that I don't even remember how to get DL44s. I believe some stormtroopers might just drop them, but we're gonna head over to the Star Destroyer first off, and let's see. It should be somewhere like right over this hill, and okay, yep, that's it right there. That's the debris. It hasn't rendered in yet, but again, just to prove to you that this is brand new, if I open my map up and look, this is all uncharted territory, and here we are, the Star Destroyer. I believe there should be some NPCs here maybe. At the end of the day, we are just looking for those blasters. I guess we'll take everything we can get, but I thought that there were like rebels defending this place last time I was here. I guess not. No one's protecting the Star Destroyer wreckage, I guess. Either way, out of these chests, we are getting some decent things. Oh, and here's somebody. Looks like we got a snow trooper that's holding a bowcaster. That's not exactly what we need, and it doesn't even look like he dropped the bowcaster, but still, here we go. Finally, there's actually enemies here. I don't know why they weren't here off rip, but now they are. Doesn't look like either of them have dropped me a blaster yet, but let's not lose hope yet, because here is another. Oh wait, no, he's carrying a bowcaster, and again, he just didn't drop it. All right, it doesn't seem like we're going to be getting DL44s from here. I'm going to be honest. Looks like we just ran up on the end of a fight, and again, there was a snow trooper that did not drop a weapon. Let's see. Maybe this random chest in the middle of nowhere will have one. DL44, please. Okay, that one didn't work. Let's see. Oh, it spawned some stormtroopers, and we got cheese. Let's go. 7 pieces of cheese. Guys, drop a like for cheese and a brute scale. That's insane. It also spawned 4 of these guys, but who really cares? That's light work right there. But dude, that's just actually pretty insane loot we got there. Anyway, we're making this challenge too hard on ourselves. We're just gonna go make some DL44s. And also, since I never come here to Star Wars Island, I've never uncovered any of the bus stations here, which is low-key really nice. On my mainland, if you look at my map, I have over 90 bus stations discovered, I'm pretty sure. So this just adds to that. Let's go ahead and take this newfound bus station back home so we can craft some blasters and also get organized with our inventory, because this is shot. All right, and after a bit of gathering resources, as you can see by my inventory, we're coming back with quite a bit. We got 3 of these DL44s plus a ton of resources for the builds that we're going to be doing, because as you can see by our build kits, we have our entire LEGO Pass unlocked, and we're going to be putting down some of the coolest builds inside of our Star Wars village, just to show you guys everything new in the build pass. And if you haven't bought the LEGO Pass and you plan on doing it, feel free to use code KAZ, 3 letters KAZ. It really helps me out, and I love all of you guys that use my code. Anyway, back to Star Wars we go. Again, we don't have any of it explored, and there's so much to do, starting with just leaving down 2 chests so we can get a bit organized here. We're keeping these DL44s in our inventory, and we're going to see what we need to do, and it looks like all we need to do to level up this village is go ahead and build. So I guess that we got to start the video by throwing down one of those build kits. We'll filter by first order, and let's see what we got here. I think that the first thing I want to build is the AT-AT. I mean, you can hardly see it up there, but it is massive, and I'm so excited to see what it looks like. So let's get to it. And we're on the last step of this build. We just got to fill in a few final floors like that. And the AT-AT is complete. One thing I want to say is this is probably the most enjoyable pre-built structure I've ever made. The guided build was honestly just super satisfying to put together. And there's a lot of new pieces that are pretty interesting as well. But backing up for a second, taking a look. Oh my goodness, bro. We literally have an AT-AT. Obviously, we didn't get new Star Wars content, so to speak, but this is something for sure. Guys, leave a comment right now and let me know how you guys are feeling on LEGO Fortnite Star Wars V2. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts, but anyway, let's go ahead and check our village square and see if it's finally ready to be upgraded, and it is. I mean, that was just a lot of building right there. I'd be shocked if it wasn't enough. Anyway, I don't know why it's still nighttime. Let's sleep through the night and let's go clear out this area over here because I believe that's what they're going to ask us to do next. They got the hologram here, so let's go ahead and just get to work. And there we go. We cleared out an area, so if we come over to our village square, it says that they want us to build a lookout build. I just did a build, and honestly, it just doesn't seem that fun right now, so I'm gonna leave that for a second. The other quest we need to complete is defeating Imperial officers, which is what we're gonna go ahead and get to next. It's been a minute since I've been to Star Wars Cave, and honestly, I miss it. And here we go. We're jumping into a snow cave this time around, and first, we gotta get these guys out of here. But like I said, it has been a minute. I remember when Expert Mode came out, I was literally haunted by these caves and I just couldn't get through them. Since the LEGO Fortnite Odyssey update though, when we got way better weapons, it's just been more of a breeze. Anyway, it's been a minute since I've done it, so let's go ahead and see what we can do here. And what do we got? Okay, I have an inner fire charm on, but I'm somehow still cold. I forgot that there's a bunch of chests around here that actually have somewhat good loot as well. So we're gonna make sure we're hitting some grand chests because why not? But here we go. Literally all we're looking for are those Imperial officers right there. And okay, I'm already spotted. All right, here we go. The Imperial officer is basically just standing there. So let's see if we can get him out of here. Bro, how are those not hitting him? How am I missing? Bro, I'm so confused. How is that missing him? Oh my. Okay, I finally got him, but why did I miss so many shots? That was insane. I forgot I kind of got to lock in here because these guys got bowcasters and a ton of blasters. So let's not die here. Bro, these guys actually got good loot. And look at this, bro. They're all just chasing me with axes. Oh my goodness. Like I said, these caves did get a lot harder. Make sure you got proper charms if you're coming down here because this is insane. All right, and finally, I think that was the last guy. I thought that was the last one. There must be somebody somewhere. Oh, there he is. All right, and that is level 1 complete. Like I already said, all I'm really looking for are those Imperial officers for our village. Everything else is just kind of extra. But yeah, it's time to lock in once again because these guys got crazy weapons. Like I said, these caves are actually nuts. I was just looking for the last guy, and it turns out he's just stuck in the iron over here. Bro, no wonder I couldn't find him. Level 2 is complete, and I don't even know if there's an Imperial trooper here because I know the AWR trooper spawns here. Obviously, with this being the last level, it's kind of like the boss fight as well. But hopefully there is a trooper because otherwise we're just going to have to hunt for one elsewhere. Oh, and there is. Okay, so there's an AWR trooper and an Imperial officer. That's amazing. Okay, now we just got to lock in and not die because these guys are actually kind of insane. Yo, wait, why does he run so fast? Wait, why does that AWR trooper run so fast, bro? That was actually scary. Okay, there he is. I don't know why it looked like he sprinted so fast. Let's just keep our distance here. Oh my goodness, 3 headshots in a row. Oh, wow. Okay, that's the AWR. Holy, bro, why does he run so fast? All right, when he pulls out his blaster, though, he's free. One more shot. There we go. That was the hardest enemy in this cave, and wow, he was actually kind of scary. But from here, it should be light work. There is our 3rd Imperial officer that we need to get. And there it is. There's a few final troopers back here. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. These snow caves are actually really challenging. Probably one of the most challenging things in the game, if I had to be honest. Definitely refreshing to be down here, but obviously there's a bigger picture to this. We need to go upgrade our village a little bit more. Oh yeah, but I did forget. Wait, there's a chest behind us right there. And this is going to give us a lightsaber. I only have 2 lightsabers. Obviously, this village was a little upgraded when I got here, so I have 2 green lightsabers from before. But let's see what we get here. Oh, we got a red lightsaber. Let's go. That's the first one we have in this world. And wow, Axel looks so epic with it, except for the fact that he's shivering. On the way home, I have found myself a rainbow. And for some reason, I feel like it's been forever since I've seen one of these. I feel like they constantly take them out and add them back in. But I'm curious to see if they got buffed because a lot of the loot got buffed in this game and these have always kind of sucked. So let's see if we get anything decent. We got malachite. We got frost shells, raspberry seeds, frost pine. Okay. Yeah, that's not too impressive, not gonna lie. But here we go, guys. We're back home. And the whole reason we went out on that adventure was to go ahead and upgrade our village, which we can now not do because I forgot. We had to build that tower over there. Alrighty, and there we go. Our beautiful rebel lookout tower. Honestly, this village looks so cool with the AT-AT. I just love this build. There should be one more thing it's going to ask us to do. Oh, we already have because we put down beds. So there we go. We can go ahead and upgrade our village to level 8. 2 more tiers to this Star Wars guided village. Obviously, I started it at level 6. There's still more quests to do, like search Empire's containers for useful loot. So we got to go find a bunch of those scoundrel chests. I think those glow at night, so it should be easy to find right now. So let's see what we can find, and that's not going to be one there. And there we go. Honestly, I kind of forgot that these existed, but we searched the chest and that's 1 out of 5. Let's continue on to hopefully find more of those chests though. And I just opened a chest and I realized that I got a grappler out of it. I've never seen that before, but I just had to mention it because that's kind of insane. Also, I did not die, I promise you, but somehow I no longer have a totem of return. We got to make sure we do not die, but we need 1 more red chest. So let's go ahead and just grab that. And here it is, chest number 5, and never mind. I keep forgetting that these have to open twice, and there it is. We got some cheese. There we go. Mission successful, and look at this. For some reason, the grapple that came out of that last chest had 0 shots inside of it. If I try to use this, what's gonna happen? Literally nothing. I just can't use it. It's a grapple with 0 shots. I don't know how that happens. But like I said, I got no totem of return on, and I'm also very far from home, so it's time to return. So here we go. We should have everything we need to upgrade this to level 9, and that means there's only 1 more level in our Star Wars village. What's it gonna have us do? We gotta clear a site for the command center, and then we also gotta perform on the stage. If you know, you know, but if not, you guys will see in a second. Honestly, this progression is so much fun. But let's go ahead and clear out this area next. And here we go. We're building the Rebel Command Center. I feel like I built this in a different spot the first time I did this playthrough, but I can't really remember. Either way, though, this is the last building we need for our guided quest. Like I said, there's still a lot to build in this first order Lego pass, and I'm going to be building more in this video, so don't you worry. But yeah, first, I got to go ahead and get through the actual quest so we can get our village to level 10. Okay, and there we go. The Rebel Command Center is built, which means the last thing that we need to do is build the cantina stage in the Rebel outpost so a certain someone can perform his show. Now, the first time around, I was actually pretty confused on what that meant, but deep in our build menus, if you go to furniture and then recreation, you'll find the cantina stage here. This is giving me flashbacks of the first time I did it because I put it in the same exact spot the first time I played through, but you can throw down the stage and then you can perform. And if you don't recognize this song, you must not be an OG to Star Wars because this is an iconic Star Wars song. You always hear this in the cantina, and honestly, it's just amazing. So there we go, guys. We did the entirety of the Star Wars update inside of LEGO Fortnite 1 year later. Like I said, we're not done yet. We're just enjoying the music and vibing out for a second. But then we're going to go ahead and build another base from the brand new First Order LEGO Pass. Our village at the moment is looking decent, but this AT-AT is just so much cooler than anything else, in my opinion. So yeah, we got to throw down another build. Let's hop off the stage and let's go back to our village square one more time to get it officially upgraded. Where wow, we've got the Millennium Falcon sitting on top of the village square. Incredible stuff here. But yeah, like I said, time to get down another one of the First Order builds. Let's go ahead and filter again. Let's see what we're trying to build. So we just did the AT-AT. I'm thinking maybe the First Order base would be crazy. I think it's going to be very expensive to build though. Let's look at what it needs. It needs 700 granite. It's going to be expensive, but why not? I don't even know where I'm going to put this, but first I got to go get more granite. Okay, and I'm on a random side quest where I ran into this guy very deep underground. His name is Sawyer, and we're gonna take him because honestly, I don't think I'm ever gonna come back here. Come explore, let's go. And there we go. I did not expect to be leaving this journey with a new friend, but here we are. I'm really just out here so we can find obsidian, but now we gotta leave Sawyer a spot at the home, which means I think we're gonna have to kick out Ash. Actually, you know what? Yeah, Sprocket's gone. Sprocket's gone. Very sorry to her, but we needed room for Sawyer, so there it is. Anyway, I was on a quest for obsidian, so I'm gonna go grab that, and I will see you guys when we're back at Star Wars Village to build our last base, the First Order base. Bro, it's actually so expensive to build. It's kind of ridiculous. And this base we're about to build is just ginormous, so we gotta pick an area, and obviously we've already cleared room for the AT-AT, so I have no problem tearing down one of these buildings. I like the way this building looks because it's a little bit bigger, but this, on the other hand, is literally just a little farm with a barn next to it. I'm sorry to this guy here, Graf. I'm gonna have to destroy his whole building and the farm that he's working on. And he doesn't seem too bothered by it. He's just kind of walking away. So yeah, let's just destroy the rest of this. Okay, and here we go. The first order base, bro. This thing is ginormous. What? It's probably a lot of steps. Actually, you know what? Let's see how many steps it is. Oh, it's only 85. Okay, not that bad, but it's gonna take us a minute, so enjoy the time lapse. I'm sure it'll be an enjoyable build. I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's done. There we go, guys. That was actually quicker than I thought. The first order base is complete, and dude, what a sick looking build. All these new pieces that got introduced are super refreshing as well. Lots of cool new angles, as well as just some really nice granite pieces. These are gonna add to a lot of the builds, and yeah. If you saw my last video where I built in the end, then honestly, these pieces would have been great for that build. Same style where the build just kind of bends and stuff like that. So yeah, it looks super nice. Inside, obviously not decorated. But if you guys want to see more Star Wars content, let me know by dropping a like and a comment down below. Taking a step back and looking at this thing with the AT-AT and the first order base, it's just incredible, man. Like I said, if you haven't purchased the pass, I would recommend picking this one up. It's much better than the last one where we didn't get a single build kit. But guys, that's gonna be it from today's video. Stay tuned for everything LEGO Fortnite Odyssey, including the new rapid survival mode that will be out next week. But I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.